Strange facts about the human body. When you sneeze, the air comes out of your nose at 100 miles an hour. Did you know it takes more muscles to frown than to smile? Your tongue is the strongest muscle in your entire body. Every time you sneeze, you die at least 1 second because your heart stops. Did you know that the cornea is the only part of the body without its own blood supply? Yeah, it gets its oxygen straight from the air. Apparently, when you blush, the inside of your stomach does the exact same thing. Did you know that humans are bioluminescent, but our eyes aren't strong enough to perceive the light? I hope you enjoyed these interesting facts about the human body. Like and share for more.
What is a fact about the human body that not many people know about? The reason it's so easy to break your collarbone is because it's designed to break. The way it was explained to me is that it's like a circuit breaker. It breaks there to stop the shock of impact getting to your spine. When you get conditioned to physical activity, your circulatory system adapts. More blood, more vessels, more blood cells. But your lungs really don't. This is because no matter how much blood your heart is able to deliver to your lungs, the lungs still have no problem oxygenating it. This is why your oxygen saturation doesn't drop during exercise unless you have a heart defect. Humans have stripes. We just normally can't see them. They're called Blaschko's lines and form along the paths of embryonic cell migration. The stripes are sort of U-shaped down our front, V-shaped on our back, wavy on the head and face, and we have basic, simple stripes on our extremities. Your brain regulates how strong your muscles are. If your leg muscles were to contract at full strength, they would snap your femur. It's why people in emergencies on adrenaline can lift cars off children. Your body is capable of great strength, but it could also severely damage you. So your brain keeps you a weak, soft bag of jelly. Your stomach is surrounded by more brain cells, 500 million neurons, than the brain of a cat contains in total. It's your enteric nervous system. It controls digestion, operates autonomously, has its own memory, can handle its own reflexes, it has its own senses even. It's thought to have come about because of the blood-brain barrier and the main brain being locked away in the skull, a spinal column and nerves away from the critical action of nutrition. Every minute you shed over 30,000 dead skin cells off your body.
Interesting facts about the human body, Part 1. On average, we shed about 1.5 pounds of skin a year. That's over 100 pounds in a lifetime. In fact, 20 to 50% of the dust that's in your house is dead skin cells. The reason your fingertips get wrinkly when they get wet is to help you grip underwater. Your nails grow faster on your dominant hand. Your foot is the same length as your forearm from wrist to elbow. Try it out for yourself. We blink about 15,000 times a day, and we breathe about 25,000 times a day. Follow for more?
It's a cool fact about the human body that a lot of people don't know. Your heart rate increases about a minute before partaking in exercise. It is known as the anticipatory rise and happens involuntarily. Some people will cough if they put something in one ear. A very small percentage will cough if something is in either ear. It is called Arnold's ear cough reflex. You mostly breathe out of one nostril at a time, and the dominant nostril switches every hour or so. Your hands and feet alone account for more than half of all the bones in your body. 106-206. Archaeologist here. You can give birth after you've died. Occasionally we will come across a really confronting burial where the skeleton of an unborn child is halfway through its mother's pelvis. Generally what happens is the woman has died before giving birth, and after burial a buildup of gases from decomposition forces the baby out. We refer to this as coffin birth. If you drink nothing but purple Powerade for 3 days straight, your poop will turn neon green.
Here are some disturbing body facts you'll regret learning. Alright, firstly, when a human embryo starts to develop, the anus develops first, which literally means we all started as an asshole. Alright guys, have you ever felt a slight twitch while sleeping? Or just had a slight feeling of falling off a building? This is called a hypnic jerk. It often happens because your brain thinks you're not breathing and you're dying. Well guys, I know this seems weird, but every minute you shed 30,000 dead skin cells off your body, which mainly includes the everyday dust you have in your room. Moving on, did you know guys that different age groups have their own smell? Meaning to say, if someone tells you that you have an old smell, it makes sense. Right guys, if you ever felt your stomach drop while riding a roller coaster, it is not your imagination because your organs are actually moving inside your body. Alright, firstly, did you know that we humans give off bioluminescent light, which actually means we glow in the dark? But the glow is so dim that it won't be visible in the human eye. Now, do you guys regret knowing the facts I gave you a while ago? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.
Here are 5 crazy facts about the human body that you probably didn't know. Part 2. Watch till number 5 or the next time you go to the bathroom, you won't be alone. There are certain tumors that can grow their own hair and teeth. I always wanted a little brother, but I never thought you'd be inside of me. 1 in every 2,000 babies are born with a tooth. I guess in case they get impatient and decide to do a C-section of their own. Just like fingerprints, people have their own unique tongue prints. Everyone has their own unique smell. Now introducing Old Spice Ricardo. Now for a limited time, you can smell like your favorite failed comedian, basement dweller, and unexpected serial killer. Humans are the only species who shed emotional tears. I'm on to you animal cruelty commercials. I bet those aren't even dogs. Those are just orphans that nobody wanted in animal costumes.
Bacteria can make up from 2 to 9 pounds of your whole body weight. In a study, they found that there are about 10 times as many microbial cells in the human body as there are human cells, which means that there are around 100 trillion bacterial cells in the human microbiome. And that is a big number when considering the human body.
Fun facts about the human bones. Number 1, the human hand, including the wrist, contains 54 bones. Number 2, there are a total of 206 bones in the human body. Number 3, your bones stop growing during your puberty. So sa mga maasang tatangkad pa sila, ouch, masakit. Charot. Number 4, the only bone in your body not connected to another is your hyoid bone. So ayan siya, yung red. And it is a V-shaped bone located at the base of your tongue. Number 5, our bones are made up of calcium, phosphorus, sodium, and other minerals, as well as the protein called collagen. Lastly, the stapes in your middle ear is the smallest and lightest bone in the human skeleton. Okay, so this is your stapes. Thanks for watching.
Facts about the human body. When people have sex, it makes their brain cells grow at a more healthy rate. This explains why the adults nowadays are dumb as hell. Stop watching porn. Go outside and fuck. When you breathe air from your nose, you're only using one nostril every single time, so there's no point of us having 2 of them. Also, men who grow beards easier are going to go bald a lot earlier in life. That's because all their hair growth is being used on their face, instead of where it should be used. Your goddamn head.
Is the most disturbing fact about the human body. I noticed this after my abdominal surgery. When I turned over in bed, my guts seemed to fall from one side to the other. Mentioned to my doc and she confirmed it was my bowels rearranging themselves. The prescription acne medication Accutane turns your bones green. I learned this working in a bone and tissue donor center where sometimes you'd get kids, or adults, who'd been on the stuff and their bones were either bright green or a darker forest green depending on how long ago, how many treatments they had. We wouldn't reject the donor or anything, the bones are still fine, they're just green.